Welcome to another video. Today we are testing out if the new addition to the Swordsoul deck is actually worth putting into your Swordsoul pile. Now here he is. Here is the new Swordsoul. Sinister Sovereign. Sovereign lets you, if you special summon another synchro monster while it's on the field, lets you draw a card. If your opponent special summons a monster, you can banish it and inflict 1200 damage. And if your opponent activates a spell or trap, you can banish that spell or trap and inflict 1200 damage. Now, none of those effects negate, so when those effects activate, it just banishes them, but they could still resolve if it's like a quick play spell or an effect monster that activates on summon. Also, keep in mind, you got to use a worm monster as the non-tuner. So you cannot just throw this boy into your Mermail deck and have a great time. You're not going to be having a great time because you're never going to be able to summon him. Unless, of course, you play some worms. So let's just test out. We're going to play some Swordsoul games, see if we want to make the Sinister Sovereign, and if we do, is he going to be good? Opponent's going first. They're playing Swordsoul as well. Maybe they're doing the same challenge as us. Opponent going to make a Hulk Vibrax. Obviously, we got to negate that. We don't negate the Hulk. He's going to have infinite negates online. You've seen me do it a million times. We're not going to let him do it to us. If you watched my last video, maybe Hulk of Vibrax has the Mermail bracelet. It's a question you'll have to answer in the comments below. Opponent has the Taya. They're going to Swordsoul into the Grandmaster. Grandmaster going to search their deck for a Swordsoul card. Add it to their hand. Opponent gets the Emergence. Emergence going to search for a Swordsoul or a Worm because he controls a Synchro monster, and he's just getting the Protoss. He has no idea what we're playing though. Summons the Protoss names Dark. Very good choice, opponent. But we can play through Dark. Swordsoul got all the attributes. Let's start with the Ashuna. Now keep in mind, Protoss only negates the special summon of monsters that attribute. We can still activate their effects, so we can activate our Ashuna in the hand. Let's start by activating Emergence. Opponent gonna negate. That's okay. That is okay. We probably would have searched for Strategist there, but we can get Strategist another way. Now, let's remove his monster negate by banishing, or removing the Grandmaster, banishing our Vashuda. And now let's summon the Moyu, get our own Xiao, our own Grandmaster. Moyu gonna draw us a card, but opponent, last card was called by the grave. I was worried it was a blackout and they were gonna pop us, but not a blackout. That is good news. Moyu gonna stop us from drawing, getting negated, stops us from drawing a card, but that is a-okay. And now that means we get to search and we get the Strategist. So here is our chance. We special summon and we have the opportunity to make a level 10. So what can we do? We could make, hold on, let's take a look. We can make Baron de Fleur. We can make the Supreme Sovereign, our old staple, or we can make the Sinister Sovereign. And you know what? In this situation, Sinister Sovereign not going to be very good. We can't attack over the Protoss. He doesn't do anything unless our opponent activates an effect. Opponent has Tennies in the graveyard. If he gets a normal monster, he could start activating them, and the Sinister Sovereign only banishes stuff on the field, not in the graveyard. So the obvious choice here is the old staple, Supreme Sovereign. We're going to burn our opponent, banish our Ashuna from the graveyard, trigger the Sovereign's effect, banish a card from the field and the graveyard, banishing his Arhara, leaving him with no extenders left. And extenders aren't going to help him anyway because we got lethal with a 3,900 attack. Alright, well, not a good showing for the new Swordsoul. Let's try another couple games, see if we can figure it out. I'll have my full Swordsoul deck list at the end of the video if you want to try it out yourself. Alright, let's get going. If you like the channel, please consider subscribing. We'll have more Swordsoul gameplay, or maybe more Mermail gameplay in the future. Let's start by summoning Vashuda, normal summoning Adhara here. And we're going to go into Hulk Vibrax, see if we can do our Hulk combo. Opponent has an Ash though. Ash going to negate the Hulk Vibrax. Might have been better there. Might have been better there to, instead of making Hulk, to go into our Grandmaster. Grandmaster gets Ashed, it's not that bad. You still got a negate online. Hulk Vibrax gets Ashed. He's no good. He doesn't do anything. Pass the opponent here. Opponent got Dark Ruler, no more. Negating our entire field. Luckily, we got Effect Veiler in hand to negate the Stratos. Stop him from searching for a hero. Heroes definitely can combo off of Stratos. There was a reason he was on the ban list before for so long. Opponent going to kill our Hulk Fibrax. DP going to pop himself by the effect of Fusion Destiny. But he's coming back. And now we can try again. Let's special summon Vishuda. Special summon the Destiny hero. And now we can summon and correct our mistake from last time. Just go straight into Yugioh. Yugioh going to search for a card, a Swordsoul card. We're going to add the Strategist to hand. Not going to be able to use it, but opponent is done. Does not want to see it. Well, we weren't able to summon a level 10 Synchro, but if we had been able to, would it have been better to summon the Supreme or the Sinister Sovereign? Not sure. Let's go on to the next game. Alright, another classic Swordsoul hand. We got the Ghost Ogre. Opponent playing Frafer Patchwork, searching for a fusion spell and an Edge Imp. Is this the new archetype? Opponent, it is Albaz. Opponent using Fairy Tale Snow and a Fallen of Albaz to make the Albion Branded Dragon. Going to immediately go into Mirror Blade. Setting 2, Mirror Blade effect going to activate. Now, you can send a fusion monster from your extract to the graveyard, banish a monster on the field. I'm not sure why my opponent activated this effect, but it allows us to activate Ghost Ogre. Ghost Ogre gonna pop that Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade would have been a big problem on our turn, because if you pop it during your turn, it Raigekis your field at the end of your turn. So, not sure why opponent did that. Let me know if you know what opponent was trying to do there. But their Mirror Blade's dead. And I got 2 cards here. We're going to top deck a Call by the Grave. See if we can get through this. Opponent using Branded Opening. Going to take a Despia monster from their deck and special summon it. It's the Elber. We get the Vishuda though. Edge Imp Chain going to activate. We're holding on to this Call by the Grave. We're saving it. You got to be careful with Call by the Grave. You know, there's a lot of targets for it, so you got to be careful. Opponent added the Branded Fusion to hand. And a Frafer Patchwork. Let's make the Monk of the Tenyi. We're worried about back row here. So we're going to bounce that back row back to hand. Get out of here. Let's normal summon the Moyi. We know our opponent's entire hand, except the one trap that we've bounced, so we're not worried about any interaction now. Let's make the Yugioh, and here we are in that same situation. We have the opportunity to make 2 of the different... There we go. Exactly why you save the call by opponent banishing 7 cards. To activate Fairy Tale Snow, try and flip our monster face down. We're going to call by... Get that out of here. Get out of here, Fairy Tale Snow. Back to the ban list. As I was saying, we got the opportunity to go into a level 10. And what level 10 is the best level 10 in this situation? Well, we got 3 options. You'll see what I think the best option is right now. Let's go into the Strategist, get that token. It's Baron de Fleur. Now here's the thing. Again, our opponent's field is mostly empty. We want to pop and get through a big attack. If we make the Sinister Sovereign, all he's going to do is banish cards on the field. If our opponent activates a fusion spell, the Branded Fusion, sure, we banish the Branded Fusion, but he still gets the Fusion Summon. That's no good. We need a negate. We need a pop. We need the Baron de Fleur. Alright, let's get going. Burn our opponent. Let's pop that Albert. And looks like we got a lethal attack. Alright. Not bad. Another situation where we made a level 10 and didn't want to make the Sinister Sovereign. Is Sinister Sovereign even worth playing? Now, I played a bunch more games. I'm not going to show all of them, but in none of those games was I really in a situation where I wanted to summon the Sinister Sovereign. I think the card might be a bit of a dud. I don't know if this is a controversial take. Let me know down in the comments if there's some situation where it makes sense to make it, but I'm really not seeing it. Alright, let's show you the deck list. Alright, here's the Swordsoul deck list I'm using. You can roast it in the comments. I'm sure there's changes I should make, probably taking out the DP engine. Maybe I'm just too attached to it, but you know, I just love the DP. I can't get enough. He just pops things every turn. It's just so fun. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Tune in next time. I have more Yu-Gi-Oh gameplay in the future. Alright, have a good night.